Hi everyone, my name is Tuan Nguyen, Product Manager at UiPath. Let's talk about a common problem we see in a lot of businesses. Your teams, whether it's HR, IT, or another department, spend a lot of their day answering the same repetitive questions from employees. Questions like, what's the holiday schedule? What's our travel policy? This takes up valuable time. So what if you can automate these conversations and provide actions that the users can execute on their behalf? Today I'm excited to share with you and introduce UiPath Conversational Agents. These aren't just simple chatbots, they are designed to engage in dynamic, multi-turn dialogues with your users. This means they can have real-time back and forth conversations, understanding the context of what you're asking, and even execute tools on behalf of the user. Here is a conversational agent that we've built to allow users to query information about UiPath's HR policies, such as our holiday schedule, PTO policy, and travel and expense policy. And then we've also equipped it with the ability to send emails on the user's behalf. So let's jump into Studio Web and demonstrate how you would build this UiPath policy assistant. As you can see here, you can build this conversational agent very similar to autonomous agents. I can utilize Autopilot to help me configure this agent, such as the system prompt, the tools, and the context. Conversational agents have access to all the tools that traditional agents does, automations, other autonomous agents, activities, and even API workflows, which are now in preview. I can load in context and create a context grounding index where I've provided UiPath's holiday schedule, PTO policy, and our travel and expense policy. Using conversational agents, I can configure the model that the conversational agent utilizes, just like autonomous agents, as well as tool guardrails, and then also configurations for the context itself. Once I'm ready, I can go ahead and click debug, which allows me to actually execute a chat within the conversational agent design time experience, where I can start conversing with this agent just as my users would at runtime. Here I have a preview of the chat. I can go ahead and start asking questions of this conversational agent. As you can see here, it's going to go ahead and start responding and perform a tool call to query that context grounding index and provide me a response. Once the response is finished, I can click Add to Evaluation Set, where this entire conversation would be added to my default evaluation set. Let's go ahead and ask a follow-up question. Alright, so it's gone ahead and queried the context grounding index now for the holiday schedule in Romania. And then I can add this portion to the conversation to my evaluation set as well. As you can see here, there are little tags which allow me to take a look at this particular section in the documents if I want to verify the information generated. Let's go ahead and take a look at the evaluation set generated. Here I have two evaluation tests that I've pulled directly from that debug chat. As you can see here, we support conversation history as well as single turn evaluations, so you can test both single turn and multi-turn evaluations. Let's take a look at this second evaluation test that we've added. Here is the previous conversation turn that we've provided as conversation history and the most recent user prompt. If I wanted to modify this, I can go in and edit my conversation through the conversation builder. Now I can evaluate the set, making sure that I can make progress without introducing any regressions. Once I'm ready, I can go ahead and publish this particular conversational agent to my orchestrator, and then I can access it through instance management, where all of your conversational agents will be available to your end users, as well as in Autopilot for Everyone as part of our 25.8 release, and UiPath apps as part of our iframe component. So let's go ahead and ask the conversational agent to email the travel policy to London to myself. As you can see here, the conversational agent is going to break down this task into 2 sequential tool calls, one to the context grounding index to retrieve the travel policy to London, and then emailing the contents to the intended recipient. So as you just saw, you can build powerful agents that don't just answer questions, but actually solve problems and complete tasks on the user's behalf. You can use this to create self-service agents for your customers and employees, provide interactive guidance for complex processes. We encourage you to get started with conversational agents, and we can't wait to see what you build.